PJ Locke, he had a concussion. Aaron Patrick had a concussion. And then Javante and Randy, both of those guys were removed with knees, and we're still evaluating to find out more about them as we move forward.
Guys, we have some wireless mics. Just raise your hand. We'll find you.
Nate, just to follow up on Javante in particular and Randy, do you have any indication about severity there?
No. Right now we're still evaluating it. We want to be sure we get MRIs and get a feel for everything there.
And then in the second half, what changed, particularly with your defense in the fourth quarter? I mean, you've been pretty stout against the run this year, and it looked like the dam sort of burst, obviously, as the game went on.
Yeah, we knew when we went into this game, we were going to have to knock that run out early, and they do have a very good run game. I give them so much credit. They came out and had a really good plan. They stuck with it throughout the entire game. And, when you run for the over 200 yards, it's going to be detrimental. I mean, they had a lot of plays. I thought they had a good plan. They didn't want to get into long down and distance for passing situations so we could rush the passer. And they tried to slow the whole pace down. And so I thought it was a really good plan by them.
Coach, through the first 4 weeks, the offense has faced several long field situations, second and third down. What's your level of concern with that? And especially with the short turnaround, how do you get that fixed?
Yeah, I mean, we can't go backwards, obviously, especially with some of those penalties and things like that. I thought that was a great one. I mean, at one point, I think we were 1st and 30, battled back and scored on that drive. So the guys are still battling through that. But those are self-inflicted wounds, whether it's a blocking pattern we're messing up and going backwards or a sack, any of those things. We got to get better. And I think that across the board, as an offense, I think we will.
Melvin's fumble, when you have a sudden change like that where you're driving and it turns into a touchdown the other way, how much did you feel like that was kind of the swing in the game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously anytime, you turn the ball over, it's a big swing, and then that leading to a touchdown or on the same recovery is obviously rough, but I really loved how the guys battled. They stayed in it. They could have definitely gone down in the tank, and they didn't. We still had a chance there at the end, got it down to a field goal game there at the end. And, I mean, in the end, that's what you're asking from your team. I mean, all those things, they do happen, and that's a hard way to win games whenever you lose the turnover differential and it being a score. But they battled back, and I thought that was really good.
Nate, where's just your trust level with Melvin right now? We didn't see him much before that fumble, and then obviously we didn't see him much after the fumble either.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, you can't put the ball on the ground. I mean, it's that simple. We always say take care of the ball. That's the most important thing. And, it's not like he's trying to do it. We understand that, but we just have to be even better with our ball security across the board. The other guys did a good job, and, Melvin had that one.
What did you see from the offense in the red zone? I think 2 or 3 down there, and then defensively had that stop there. I think toward the end of the third quarter. Just what did you see there that gave you guys a chance?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were just getting those plays down there. In the past, we've had a lot of opportunities in the red zone. We moved the ball in there, and we've just missed them by inches. We've had all kinds from going back to all those games. I mean, if we get a couple of those, it looks a lot different. Today we came through and got one. Love the one that Cortland had. That was an extended play by Russell. So watching him being able to extend plays definitely is going to help down there.
Coach Willie Ramirez with the Associated Press. You mentioned Russell. Seemed like he sort of got a grasp and feel best that we've seen in the first 4 weeks. Just comment on his play. Overall, like to see more out of your offense, but Russell looked a lot better today.
Yeah, I think he's definitely starting to get a feel for everything. I think that he's doing a good job getting the ball out and also stepping up in the pocket, moving around. He's using his feet and being able to find people down the field. The run game, we just got to get that going a little bit earlier. There were some good ones, but just not consistent enough. And then as we slowly mesh all that stuff together, it'll be even better.
Yeah, Coach, how concerned are you with the running game going forward with Javante injury, Melvin maybe having the yips with the fumbles and that, and here you got the game in a couple days?
Yeah, I mean, we got to evaluate everything. We got to look at it, and all our guys that they have done things good in the past, and whether we got to block it better, secure the football, all those things. I mean, you got to run the football in this league. That's my opinion. That's our offensive philosophy. So we got to find better ways to run the ball and be able to secure the ball at all times. But we'll get better at that.
Coach, you talk about securing the ball. The drops feel like they're an issue. How do you address it? Because it's multiple weeks now.
With the drops, I'll evaluate those when I see those on tape. We just got to see kind of where that ball placement was, why those things happen, because that obviously goes with the quarterback to wide receiver connection. But yeah, we can't have drops. Can't have drops. That's always an issue, and you can't put the ball on the ground.
Thank you very much, Coach.
All right, y'all.